shows them on, according to your karmics, and what they fear about you the most. You wanna take a look? First one, see, your karmics, according to your enemies. You're a lucky person. That's how they perceive you. You're blessed. You're one of the favors of the higher realms. They know without doubt that you're gonna be happy with whatever coming your way. This is your mindset. You're not a pessimist. You're an optimistic. Finding joy in little things, in anything. You don't need big giant, massive, or a fancy car, or clothing. You are happy with what you have. You are in minimalist life, and you can be happy with the most little tiniest thing. And the higher powers recognize that quality. You're one of the favorite of the higher powers because you appreciate, and because you are appreciative, the higher power constantly rewards you with gifts called blessings that you do not take for granted. And your enemies, they know it's very difficult to put you in a position of depression, position of being pessimist, because you're not pessimist, you're optimist. That's a very great asset to simply be happy. You're not drawn to depression, to disappointment. You're not a whiner. You don't go around and whine to people about your problems. In fact, the way society perceives you as a happy-go-lucky, always have a smile on your face. You do not show people your pain. And I'm sure you have a lot. But nobody sees that. And relevantly, your karmics don't have enough information, but they see you always happy, and that not in their best interest, because they would like to see you suffer. They would like to see you hurt, and you don't give them that opportunity. Instead, you're happy in the tiniest little thing, and your universe support that because you deserve it. You're not a whiner. You're not a pessimist. So, karmics. We're blessed. We're born under a lucky star, yeah? It's very difficult to cause harm to an individual who is an optimist. It's very hard to cause harm or make depression to a person that he says, I thank God for what I already have. Definitely not a quitter. Fighter, definitely. No matter what you go through in life, with joyful and happiness we fight. This is the devil. Judgment. The other opposing quality, according to the karmic and how they perceive you. That in fact, no matter what happened in your life, what's the judgment? Judgment is when one cycle ends and new begin. And what's the chariot? Is the moving ability to move on. Individual that does not stop. That regardless of what obstacles they are throwing your way, you doesn't stop. And you bring, with that chariot and judgment, you're bringing justice and judgment upon their head. The only thing to bring judgment to karmics is you move on. The moment you move on, karma is coming right behind you. The moment you choose to move and walk away, regardless who caused you harm, regardless who he is, who she is, they will be brought to justice. It's kind of funny. Your enemies, you think of you as a karmic because you bring karma that they deserve. That karma comes with a very important element, is when you decide to move on. You dated some bad person. Example, That individual didn't treat you well. But the moment you choose in your mind, I'm no longer giving you a single piece of my energy, and you decide to move on and leave that situation to the higher power to deal with it, that's when the higher power kicks in and brings forth karma. That has nothing to do with you being karmic. And karmic is not a bad word. A karmic mean a lesson. It's not a مش شتيمة. You know, a lesson. So once you make decision to walk away, if you keep good justifiable reason, they know they are screwed. You know that you are a very powerful judgment and chariot you bring upon your enemies. The sense of fear. They fear you. Why? Because you're not broken. There's one simple, tiny indication that you are broken. You know? And you're individual. You're by yourself. But you have the higher powers. Patient. Be patient. And patient is a great virtue. What fall in your resilience, your optimism, and your ability to bypass and cut off game. Because as a chariot, it sees no obstacle. You ride through it no matter what it is. So your enemies probably see you this way. See, even though your enemies, they respect you. You bring forth judgment. You're a kind person. You're not evil person. You're not a dark person. And because you operate of higher powers and your heart is pure, the higher powers step in for you. Just like that. You are the karma for your karmics. That's exactly what it is, and they know that. It's best not to touch you, not to cause you harm. And they will learn it the hard way upon what your enemies have brought on your life. Have a good day. Exercise, eat your fruits, drink your water, and enjoy life. It's beautiful. It's full of karmics. It's full of lessons.